Howdy, howdy, howdy. I'm Ronnie Overstreet, and I'm here today to host the Beyond the Scoreboard podcast. I'm here today with
Nolan Carter.
Nolan. So you're on our Jets football team, right?
Yes, sir. Yes,
right?
sir.
Star player?
Hope so.
Hope
people
so.
think so, yeah.
So how would you say the season's gone so far?
Well, so far, I think we've played, as hard and as good as we possibly can. But, we've had some mental mistakes on some big plays, and that's costed us a few games. But, I'm proud of the fellas, and I'm proud of our team and what all we've done, And, I feel like we could obviously have won a few more games than we have, but I'm proud of us, and I think we've done well.
Well, that's a really positive attitude to have. Would you say that the whole team shares that attitude?
Oh, yeah, I do. I'm sure there's a few knuckleheads on the team that, might disagree. But overall and as a whole, I feel everybody feels the same about that.
That's really a positive feeling to have, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going into the last game,
Yep.
right? And who's that against?
It is against Sequoia.
Sequoia.
Yep.
So how do you feel about that game coming up?
I feel good. It's the last game of the season, so I feel like all the guys are just going to go out there and give it everything they got.
Coming in strong.
We got nothing else to lose, and I feel like we're ready for this game. Hopefully end out on a bang.
And out on a bang. That's a good statement.
Yeah.
So let's dive in a little bit into your own personal attitudes this season, right?
Okay.
So you said that there were some mental things going on this season.
Right.
Would you say you experienced any of those?
Yes, I would have. I would say that we've, as a whole, we've had major penalties that have costed us a few games. And I have partook in a few of those as well. And then defensively, we've had big mental mistakes, and I have costed us a touchdown or two on the defensive side. But as the season has gone on, I've done a lot better on that personally. But yeah.
I mean, that's the best you can do. It's just learn and grow.
Mm-hmm.
So, would you say that it's very stressful being a high school football player?
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Stressful.
For
a lot
sure.
of practices.
A lot of practice. Yep.
A lot of stuff in your mind. So it's not just the physical aspect. It's very much mental.
Yeah. If you're not focused and if you're not ready to play, you're not gonna do too well.
Got you.
Mental's a big part.
Got you. So Nolan, you've played basketball all 4 years here,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
And this is your first year playing football.
Yep.
So and you do play basketball this year, right?
I do. Yep.
So what's that transition like? Yeah.
It's really different. Obviously, football and basketball are a lot different, but they do kind of correlate a little. Because I feel like I'm a hard worker. Stay dedicated, and if you put a lot of hard work and time into something that you want to be good at, you can be pretty good at it. So I feel my hard work has definitely helped me out a little bit, being better at football. It's my first season, but I feel like I've done well. And some things I could work on and do better on, but it's been real fun, and I think I've did all right.
All right. Well, how about, have you played sports your whole life, or is it just something you started in high school?
Yeah, I've played sports since I was really young. I would say probably third grade or fourth grade. I started playing youth center, and then I started playing basketball at my elementary school at Pleasant Hill, and then kind of just carried up on that until high school, and then started playing high school basketball, and then started doing track, and then football.
Got you. And so what all positions have you played?
In football?
Yeah.
Yeah, in football, I am receiver. I've been safety, a few special teams, and then I'm outside linebacker.
Got you. Okay. So when you're playing football, what's your favorite position to play? You've played all these positions. What's your favorite?
Well, I would say probably outside linebacker.
Outside
My favorite.
linebacker.
I like hitting people and tackling. I find that really fun. But receiver's pretty fun as well. I like catching the ball and running, and trying to score.
A lot of glory in that.
Oh yeah, it's really fun. But on the defensive side, it's more physical, and it's you just get a big adrenaline rush. Really,
I imagine. So, what about not just football, but just sports in general? What's so appealing to you? What drew you to it?
I like to compete, man. That's really it. And I like being a winner. Sometimes it doesn't always work out in your favor, but that's part of the game.
And you've always been that way?
Yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah.
So, if for anybody who would want to, maybe freshmen, maybe, seniors even who are thinking of trying out a new sport or really anything of interest, what would you say to them?
I would say for someone who would want to try out a sport, just if you're really dedicated to it and you're really interested in it, just, if when you're doing it, try your best, and give it all you got. And if it's not for you, it's not for you. And if you like it, work at it and be the best you can be.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Now, is there anybody you'd like to shout out anything? Any teammates, any family, any coaches?
Yeah, definitely. My family has always been there for me and just supported me as I've, gone throughout my high school career. They've always been there and supported and done what they can. And coaches, a lot of coaches, especially my high school coaches, they've been big mentors to help me, mentally and just being there. Really a friend, just great friends being there for me. But, they're great coaches. Coach Eich, he's a great guy. He's trying to get me to play football all 4 years, and I finally played this year. So I know it was a good feeling for him and for me just being there with him. And then Coach Johnson, I love Coach Johnson to death. He's a funny guy. And he reminds me a lot of just like one of a high schoolers, because he's cool. He likes to mess around and joke, but he's a cool guy. And Coach D, he's been there for me a lot during basketball season and just helping me be the best I can be with basketball. And, they're hard on me too. But it's good, though, because they care about me and they want to see me strive to be the best I can be. So
that's awesome, man. Well, do you have anything else you'd like to say?
I think that's it, man.
Well, thank you guys for joining us on this episode of Beyond the Scoreboard, and we'll see you next time.
Deuces.